actually 120. So we know that the answer is 24. 24. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, be familiarized with multiples, with factors as well. Next question. A certain experiment has 3 possible outcomes. The outcomes are mutually exclusive and have probabilities p, p over 2, and p over 4 respectively. What is the value of p? So, we know that mutually exclusive mean that cannot happen at the same time. So, if the probability of these three cannot happen at the same time, their additive properties or additive value should be equal to 1. Not 0, but 1. Chung! Equation. Okay. If these are mutually exclusive, their sum should be equal to 1. So, let's now calculate for the value of p. Do you know how to solve this one? We have to plug in multiply by the least common denominator. Hi, bebe. Sige lang, I'll be here listening. I'll just read to baby. Oh, that's so sweet. Say good night to baby potato for me. So sweet. So, moving on. Let's multiply this whole equation by the LCD, which is 4. Multiply it with 4. I will be having 4p plus 2p plus p is equal to 1. We're asked to find the value of p. So, 4p plus 2p is 6p. 6p plus 1 plus is equal to 4. 4p plus 2p is 6p plus 1 is 7. 7p is equal to 4. Therefore, p is equal to 4 over 7. Ta-da! These are like finite math questions. If you know that subject, finite math. We had that subject before in high school. Next question. Oh, this is geometry naman. In triangle ABC, the measure of angle B is 90. We have to draw it. We have to draw. Okay. So we have triangle ABC with B is equal to 90. Okay. So we have triangle ABC with B is equal to 90. The length of side AB is 4. So the length of side AB is 4. And the length of side BC is x. If the length of the hypotenuse AC is between 4 and 8, which of the following could be the value of x? 4 between 4 and 8. So, which of the following, indicate all values that could be possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hate this question. I hate this question. Okay. So, in here, we have to indicate all values that are actually true. So, we have to plug in the minimum value as well as the maximum value in order to know the values in between. So, if we figure out the minimum value and the maximum value, then all values in between should be true. I hate this question. I'm angry. Angry noises only. Okay. Hate this question. So, we're going to apply the Pythagorean theorem because this is you can apply the Pythagorean theorem to a right triangle. And since this is not any of the equation that is an exception, we can go ahead and apply Pythagorean theorem. So do you know the Pythagorean theorem? Do you remember Pythagorean theorem? So Pythagorean theorem is actually the equation that has that, that has that has the equivalent for the hypotenuse. So that has the value for the hypotenuse. Meaning to say, the sum of a squared and the sum of b squared is equal to the the sum of a squared and b squared is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Okay, this is worthy. Okay, so now we know that this side, one of this side is actually 4, and then we're I'm since this is x and we have choices, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna plug in the volume. So so that okay, let's see here. I'm going to plug in x to the this one. So what I'm going to do, plug in these values to x, and then make sure that the answer is between 4 and 8. So let's try. 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 1 squared is 17. And the I'm going to get the square root of this one. Square root, yeah, because a squared is b squared. Square root. One squared plus b squared. Am I going to root them? Let me just go ahead and think. Tonking, let me tonk. Tonk, tonk, tonk. Should I square root it? Should I square root it? A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. That's the hypotenuse formula. So I have here 17 is equal to c squared. Okay, c squared. So I'm going to square 4 and I'm going to square 8. And make sure that 17 is between the square of 4 and the square of 8. Okay, so 4 squared is actually 16. And 8 squared is actually 64. So all values of the sum of the squares should be between 16 and 64 and should not be equal with 16 and 64. Since 17 is between 16 and 64, then 1 is a probable solution. So I go ahead and plug in 6 so that if I plug in 6, I know that the values in between will also be true. So 6 squared is 36. 36 plus 16 is 62. 62. No! 36 plus 16 is 52. 52. Right. 52, right? 4 squared, 16. 6 times 6, 36. 16 plus 36 is 52. I'm sabaw na. 52. So, since this is 52 and that's still between 16 and 64, therefore, 6 is a probable answer. Hence, all these other numbers are also correct. Yes. That's why I'm telling you, I hate this question so much because it's not asking for a definite value. It's asking for probable values. Hence, we have to test everything. In this case, we're just testing extreme values. That's why it's very annoying. This question, very annoying. Okay. I think this is like one of the last questions, or this is the last one. I will read it to you, so you can go ahead and try to answer this with a pen and paper on hand. I'm just okay. Here. Each month, a certain manufacturing company's total expenses are equal to a fixed monthly expense plus a variable expense that is directly proportional to the number of units produced by the company during that month. So, this company has a fixed monthly expense plus a variable expense. Variable expense that is directly proportional to the number of units. So, a fixed number, then a number proportional to the number of units. Gets? Are you a maths teacher by Rectors? I'm actually a math tutor. I tutor kids from, the youngest one I tutor is, I think, second grade, but I actually handled kids much younger than second grade, and I've also taught mathematics at college level. So yeah, I'm all I'm all around. So there we go. It's very hard to teach in a whiteboard. It's very much easier to teach like when I'm live live interaction with audience. So yeah, no, not audience, with the tutor. Like especially if it's one-on-one, because I can entertain their questions. But here we go. Let's go ahead and answer this question. I'll continue. If the company's total expenses for a month in which it produces 20,000 units are $570,000, and the total expenses for a month in which it produces 25,000 units are $705,000, what is the company's fixed monthly expense? So this is actually, I think, double variable equation that you have to cancel one variable in order to get the other. So let me just go ahead and give you the equation for this problem. So the total income of the company, let me just expenses. Oh. Total. So if the total expenses of a company will be like this, just go ahead and total T T total is equal to the number of units. So there's a variable and the number of units plus the fixed monthly expense, fixed ME. So this is what we're trying to solve, the fixed monthly income. I'm sorry, I haven't read all the comments, so let me just go ahead and read. Atlas_Onyx. Hello. Hi. Is this trigonometry? This is I'm actually trying to solve all kinds of math questions. For now, we're trying to solve what type? This is algebra question. But before we tried to answer trigonometry questions. Oh, grabe. Love. Yep. I'm just doing this for fun. But if you have like requests for which problems to solve, go ahead and tag me on Twitter. Tag me on Twitter because I can answer entrance exam test. Yeah. Entrance exam test for example, UPCAT, DLSU set, asset, because they're like the same type of question. So I can answer them for you. Or if you want me to answer advanced questions such as what type of questions are advanced? Differentiation and derivatives and physics questions, I could go ahead and answer them for you for fun. Okay, so enough plug. Let's just go ahead and plug in all the known values here. So we have total expense for months produces 20,000 units. So $570,000. $570,000 is equal to the number of units, which is 20,000 units, and then the variable will be n, and then we have another type here which is 705,000, and then the number of units was 25,000. 25,000. What is the company's fixed monthly expense? So just go ahead and try to there's no more space. So for me, I would try to subtract 705 minus 705 minus 570 in order to get the expense difference of the two. So that'll be 135,000. And then so what I did was subtract them. So I'll get 5,000 units for this equation. So if so this is a hidden variable x. I'm just talking to myself now. So sorry I forgot about you guys. So here we go. So 135,000 divided by 5,000. No, divide. Wait, let me just go ahead. Change within 35 divided by 5. Let me see. 7. Give a moment. I'm talking. Talking. Daming lasing. They're drunks outside singing karaoke, so excuse me for that intermission number. But actually that's the intermission number when I'm trying to solve for this one. We'll just go ahead and solve this. One moment, s'il vous plaît. 35. X plus a fixed income. Fixed income. Wait, I'm still trying to figure out how. Oh, so it's here. This is economy, not maths. Why do you sound so Indian? Oh, because when I study maths, I always watch Indian tutorials. That's why. Do you need help? No, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out how this is possible. Like, how is this possible? Dosta. Right. Maybe this is will be 27, right? 27. But if this is 27, let me just go ahead and calculate this. 27 times 20,000 is equal to. Oh, okay. I get it now. I was not just sure. So I was not writing it down, but now that I checked it, this is actually true. So now since I'm going to substitute fixed monthly expense with press F for respect. That took me long because I was not sure. I'm afraid to put in the wrong value. So it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Here we go. So I figured out the value of x is actually 27. And then from there, I multiplied 27 times 5,000. 27 times 5 uh, 27 times 5,000. So you'll be able to get a value, and then if you subtract that with 570,000, you're gonna get 30,000, which is the fixed monthly expense of the company. Oh my god, that took me long. I'm sorry. Okay, it's actually the same because once we figure out x, we can also substitute this x with the 705 equation. So this is actually a system of equation algebra formula. So not just economy, it's the system of equations. So let's see here, 25,000 times 27, which is my x, and then minus 705,000. I'll just transpose it. See, it's 30,000. So this is just minus. So I just reciprocate. No, not reciprocate, but multiply the answer by -1 since I did it. I did it around. I did it around. So it's 30,000. There we go. Boom, the answer. Maths. All right. So that's how I am. That's how I am. That's how I roll. There we go. Is there another type of problem? I think, is that the last one? Oh, that's actually the last one. So that's the last problem. Very, very that's the last problem. Sorry it took long, but that's the equation. So no, that's actually negative. This is actually, the formula is actually 705 minus the answer, which minus the answer of 27 times 25,000. So as you can see here, 705,000 minus x. We know that x is already 27, and then multiply that by 25,000, which is their expense for which is their number of units. So that is 30,000. See? Actually, that's very smart that you noticed that. Ruby expert. Because if you subtract minus 30,000 expenses, yes, that's a profit. Are you an economics major? What are you studying are in college? I actually have a background in chemistry, so I did a Dr. Stone review with emphasis on chemistry. So I'm more, how do I say this? I like chemistry more than physics. I'm sorry, physics enthusiast, but that's how I roll. So maybe next time let's try answering. Which one do you want to try to answer? Do you want easier maths like entrance exam maths, or do you want to answer complicated maths like derivatives? Please comment down. Comment down. Comment down. Because that was our last question and it took me long. So that was a challenging last question. Hell no! Why no? I love chemistry. Right now I'm specializing in forensic science, which is dealing with the investigation. So it's like a merge between law and science. That's why I really love it so much. Maybe I'll talk about it on my next stream. Kira Kira Kat, love you. I love you too, Kira Kira Kat. Thank you so much for letting me join. Letting me. I mean, how do I say this? For for inviting me. For inviting me to join Twitch, because I'm really really enjoying it here, because before I used to stream on Facebook and on Showroom, and now I really have a portal, a site to stream and to interact with everyone. So thank you very much for staying with our math live stream. Just let me know on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @Ole Sakura. And you can see it on my links down below. Links down below if you're watching from a browser. So just go ahead and tag me if you want me to answer your math questions and chemistry related questions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this live. I hope you enjoyed my struggle in math. I hope you learned a thing or two from this math live stream. Thank you all for watching, especially those who comment. Robbie Expert, Sakura, yeah, it's me. Tito Jeriel, yay, yes. Many stamps for Tito Jeriel. I stamp all of you guys. stamps, stars. Kira Kira Kat, thank you very much. Love PSK and Wanya Zone, thank you. You guys are the best. I'm going to end this live now. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead and have a very very great night for those in the Philippines, and have a great day for those not not in the Philippines. Let me just go ahead and read the last comment. I've been wanting to ask, are you related to the soap company? Hmm. I'm actually not sure. Like many people have asked that because of my surname. My surname is Olay. So I'm actually not sure, but my am I okay to say this? My aunt is actually the head of Iselco. I'm not sure if she's still the head of Iselco, but yeah, yeah, yeah. My family is very very successful. I'm just the one. I'm the one who's an embarrassment. No, just kidding, you guys. I hope you have a great week ahead. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Thanks for enjoying. Enjoy math. Math is fun. Bye bye.